The UK men's basketball team and head coach John Calipari are on the move, meeting fans from all across the state over the past 3 days to benefit a worthy cause. Evening Edition's Nancy Cox joins us now live from the University of Kentucky campus with this official UK station coverage. Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Larry. Yes, John Calipari is using this tour to raise money for a cause that the University of Kentucky and LEX 18 have been committed to since day one. The 5-stop tour is part of the team's continued efforts to raise money to benefit survivors of the historic December 10th tornadoes in Kentucky. The team can take photos and interact with fans, but they cannot sign autographs per NCAA rules. Now, Coach Cal can certainly sign autographs, though. He's been doing a lot of that. They've already been to Louisville and London, and today they stopped in Georgetown. Now, we're right across from the Joe Kraft Center at one of my favorite spots in Lexington, and this is why. This is the Joe B. Hall statue here, him sitting on the bench with his rolled up program. And it's special to me because Joe B. Hall was one of my first heroes. I was a fan first of the 1978 team, which was the championship year for Coach Hall, and he was always so kind and gracious. In fact, in 1983, he signed an autograph for me. So that's really special. And I know Coach Hall was definitely special to John Calipari as well. So today, he took a little side trip off the autograph tour to a place that he and Joe B. both thought was pretty special.
If there is a famous spot in Cynthiana, this must be it. A 35-foot mural installed in 2017 for the town's most famous son. And just down the street, another attraction. Here for well over 125 years, with always something good on the menu, and old friends dropping by to reminisce.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's him.
A place for Coach Cal to remember his good friend.
Could you imagine following Coach Rupp?
No.
And again, because of Coach Rupp and Coach Hall, 3 other coaches got a chance to win national titles here. The most at any other schools, too.
Before meeting his team at the next stop of the Tornado Relief Tour, Calipari stopped here to honor Joe B. Hall, show us the 1978 championship trophy, and talk about why his players need to know about tradition.
The players being able to go through the line and take pictures and hug people, they find out that our fans are engaged more than any in the country. Now, the good news is when we win, they're engaged. The other side of it is you lose, they're engaged.
Surely not.
And you know what? It's all part of it.
This will be the first full season since the BBN lost Coach Hall.
Any chance I get to honor him, I will.
So he's including Hall's trademark rolled up program at every game with a twist.
But we're also having people sign that program. And there'll be 5,000 or 6,000 signatures in there that I will bring out to every game, and those people will be with us.
I think that's just the best part of this upcoming season, except winning, maybe. BBN Tonight's Maggie Davis is here with me now. Maggie, I want to show you something. I got a little surprise. Okay, you see this? This is a program from the 1983 Sweet 16, and Joe B. Hall signed that for me.
There it is.
And there we are.
That is not you, Nancy.
That is me.
You look amazing.
Well, you know, I was just a little kid there, but again, look how sweet and gracious. You know, people have been lined up doing that all day at the ball game, and he was so kind to sign my program
and
for me.
And that is what we always hear about Coach Hall, how generous he was with his time, even to fans that he'd never met before, or maybe had met 1,000 times before. It's always the same with him, and how special is that? I love it.
It was great. I'm still a little kid.
Thanks for sharing that with me. I loved it. That was so great.
What were you up to today?
Well, like you mentioned, this autograph tour has been going on for the past couple of days. I've been around the state with the team throughout that tour, and today that took us to Georgetown, where I actually had the chance to catch up with one former Wildcat who also has a special connection to Coach Hall and Cynthiana.
Every summer while I was in school, I worked in a bank over there in Cynthiana. I was a bank teller.
That's Jack Gibbons, better known as Goose.
I ate at Bankies every day for lunch.
During his college days, when he wasn't working as a bank teller, Goose was becoming one of the best players in program history.
Here, put this ring on. This is my championship ring. The championship ring is something that I wear, and I wear proudly, and especially for the little kids who don't know me and don't know anything about me. I like to share it with them because they can go and Google it. Crazy, they have the 78 championship trophy here. I'm glad they dusted it off after all these years and brought it out so people could see it. It was good for me to see again. I hadn't seen it in a long time, so it was a lot of fun. Can I have a high five? Yeah, man.
44 years after being named the NCAA Final Four MVP, Goose Gibbons still draws a crowd.
I've been going through this for a lot of years, more than I want to admit, but it's still crazy to see the support the Big Blue Nation has for the team. They keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, and it's very exciting, even for us older guys. It's very exciting, but especially for the young guys, it's fun to see.
Those young guys he's referring to would be this year's team.
I can't dunk no more.
Jacob Toppin, CJ Frederick, and Xavier Wheeler were also in Georgetown today, alongside a few hundred of their closest friends.
We're on a mission from Joe B. Hall.
I think it's really neat for them to see this, to be a part of it. I know they have to be in awe of the amount of people that come through, and they stand there and they look and they say, man, this is just basketball. But for the state of Kentucky, especially central Kentucky and out to the outskirts of the state, it's a whole lot more than just basketball.
It certainly was for Coach Hall.
I love that big mural they have of Coach Hall over there, and the fact that he meant so much to Cynthiana was real special.
And he certainly meant a whole lot to Big Blue Nation, and it was so cool to see that effect today generationally throughout the crowd. The little kids who are excited to see, the current players, and then some of the older folks in the crowd who are still losing their minds over Goose Gibbons.
Right.
Really special. We've seen a lot of that throughout the course of this tour, and we'll have much more coverage of the tour coming up tonight at 7:30 on BBN Tonight.
What a great way to go into this season, and it even builds excitement for football.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
good to be a part of the BBN. All right, thank you, Maggie.
Thank you.
That was very interesting.